Jerry Lynch, what do you think? What needs to happen in terms of political leadership?
I think we maybe need to look at what Basil McRae said a few weeks ago. At the minute, some councils fly on designated days, including, Jeffrey is making this up, including Lisburn, including Ballymoney, including Craigavon, Dungannon, Armagh, where the DUP is happy with this. Some councils, the more strongly nationalist ones, don't fly it at all. More strongly unionist ones fly it every day. Basil McRae suggests that we need one flag policy for the whole of Northern Ireland. He suggested designated days, same rules, whether you're in Derry or Newry or Bangor or Carrick. I think that's worth thinking about. I don't know if it's the right answer, but I think these guys should talk. Excuse me, can I finish, please? I think the other thing we need to think about is having an agreed flag for Northern Ireland that the whole community can accept. And maybe we could fly that every day.
Okay.
I'm being shouted down here by these people, Stephen. It's disgraceful. It's disgraceful that you're allowing. These people are not Democrats. To shout down anybody who disagrees.
Let you finish your point. Finish your point, Jerry.
My point is, these people are talking about democracy, and as soon as anybody says anything that disagrees with them in this studio tonight, they shout them down and barrack.
Let me finish. And there was nobody Ballyclub was on. Do you agree with that, Jerry?
Well, he didn't say that, Jim. And let me say
these people are talking about democracy, and as soon as anybody says anything that disagrees with them in this studio tonight, they shout them down and barrack them.
Terrorists? You were a terrorist, you freely admit that? And
you're
these people are talking about democracy, and as soon as anybody says anything that disagrees with them in this studio tonight, they shout them down and barrack them.
You personally, but the politicians and others need to try, and I know it's hard, but they need to try and put themselves, as I try and put myself in your shoes, you need to try and put yourselves in the nationalist shoes, which is where is their loyalty?
I will never put myself in nationalist Republican shoes.
Never. Last point.
Never.
These people are talking about democracy, and as soon as anybody says anything that disagrees with them in this studio tonight, they shout them down and barrack them.
He says not one thing come out of chapel. Well, I'm from Newton Arch Road, don't live in Pip Park, right? I'm down the other night. They were standing Culloden from the chapel, petrol bombs, golf balls, stones, everything.
And here, the second row, let's come to close. Second row in the back. Thank you. Second row, go ahead. Yes, sir.
This is a contested area. I want the United Ireland. I will continue to struggle for United Ireland. That's okay.
These people are talking about democracy, and as soon as anybody says anything that disagrees with them in this studio tonight, they shout them down and barrack them.
Now, here's what actually brings what's happening into context tonight. Do you know what I want? Do you know what I want to do tonight, folks? Do you know what I want to do? I want to talk. We've got about 9 minutes left of the programme tonight. We've brought guests in of someone who donated his kidney to try to save someone else's life, and I want to bring that story to you and to the people of Northern Ireland. So please let me do it. Just let me do it now.